I can please have everyone take their seats. We are officially going to start our programming. Please make your way to your seats. Thank you all for coming to the 13th annual Iman Islamic Complex Scholarship and Award Ceremony honoring our class of 2018. So we can start this one off with a round of applause for all our graduates. Congratulations. We've closed one chapter and now it's time to open up the next. And I think this is what this night's about. My name is Ibrahim Ayash and I will be the MC for tonight's program. Before we start, I'd like to invite up Hassan al-Jahain to come give the recitation of the Quran. So Hassan, come on up. He's also one of our graduates. Let's also give him a round of applause because he also went through the program at Masjid Muath in Jabal and learned the entire Quran through that program. So not only did he get his dunya knowledge, he also was able to enhance his deen. So Hassan, congratulations. Come on up.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن علم القرآن خلق الإنسان علمه البيان الشمس والقمر بحسبان والنجم والشجر يسجدان والسماء رفعها ووضع الميزان ألا تطغوا في الميزان وأقيموا الوزن بالقسط ولا تخسروا الميزان والأرض وضعها للأنام فيها فاكهة والنخل ذات الأكمام والحب ذو العصف والريحان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم.
All right, Hassan is actually going to be attending, he went to Frontier National Academy. He'll be attending Wayne State in the fall in hopes of being what every Muslim or Arab aspires to be, a physician. So congratulations, Hassan. I'm now going to go ahead and read the translation for what he just read. So, that the name of the surah is Ar-Rahman, which is the most merciful, in the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Ar-Rahman, Allah the compassionate, the beneficent, the most gracious. He taught the Quran. He created the man, taught him to speak and express. The sun and moon made punctual, revolving to a computation. The stars and trees are prostrated. And the heavens he raised on high and set a balance with equilibrium and justice, that you should not be wrong in weighing scale or measure, and establish correct weight in justice, and do not defect the balance or measures. And the earth he has laid for all his creatures and beings. Therein are fruits and palm trees and dates having sheath clusters, and the grain having husks and scented plants with fragrance. So, which favors of your Lord you both mankind and jinn will deny. He created the man, Adam, from the clay like that of pottery, and created jinn, father of all jinns, from a smokeless flame or fire. So, which favor of your Lord you both mankind and jinns will deny. That is Surah Ar-Rahman. Next, I would like to bring up the Shaykh and Imam of the Iman Islamic Complex, Masjid Muath bin Jabal, to give remarks in Arabic, which I will then give you a translated version. Shaykh Abdul Razak al-Sayyid, please come on up.
عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين، وبعد. باسمي وباسم مجمع الإيمان الإسلامي ممثلا بإدارته نرحب بالضيوف جميعا، كلا باسمه من الأئمة وإدارة المساجد والمؤسسات الخيرية والسياسية والمسؤولين في مدينة هامتران وديترويت، كما أرحب بأبنائي وبناتي الخريجين والخريجات، ونرحب بجاليتنا الكريمة. كلمتي ستكون عبارة عن رسائل. الرسالة الأولى: إن مجمع الإيمان الإسلامي من أعظم أهدافه تشجيع الطلاب والطالبات لمواصلة التعليم، وهذا الاحتفال الذي نحتفل به تمام 13، ونكون قد احتفلنا بأبنائنا الذين تخرجوا من الثانوية العامة ما يقارب من 13 سنة، فبعضهم أصبح اليوم طبيبا ومهندسا ومدرسا وغيرها من التخصصات. أما الرسالة الثانية فأوجهها لمدراء المدارس والمدرسين والمدرسات، ونقول لهم شكرا على الجهد الذي يبذل من أجل أبنائنا وبناتنا، فأنتم تخرجون لنا قادة المجتمع والمربين والمسؤولين الذين يديرون المؤسسات السياسية وغير السياسية. فكم يشعر المدرس بالفخر حينما يرى أحد طلابه وقد تقلد منصبا من المناصب التي يخدم من خلالها هذا البلد، وهو الذي شارك في إعداده علميا وأخلاقيا، وقد تقلد من المناصب ما يخدم من خلاله المجتمع الذي يعيش فيه. وفي تراثنا الإسلامي بيتا من الشعر حقيقة يكتب في كل مدرسة وفي كل موضع، قول القائل: قم للمعلم وفه التبجيل، كاد المعلم أن يكون رسولا. أما الرسالة الثالثة فهي رسالة لأبنائي وبناتي الخريجين، أقول لهم: أنتم اليوم بدأتم مشوار العلم والتعليم، إننا نريد منكم أن تكونوا قدوة لإخوانكم وأخواتكم في مواصلة العلم والتعلم، حتى يتسنى لكم خدمة أنفسكم أولاً، وخدمة المجتمع والبلد الذي تعيشون فيه من خلال الأعمال التطوعية والأعمال السياسية. وقد قدم لكم الكثير من الفرص حتى تكونوا فاعلين في تغيير المجتمع الذي تعيشون فيه إلى الأفضل. فنريد منكم أن يكون عندكم طموح، هذا الطموح يتمثل في أن يخرج منكم الطبيب والطبيبة والمدرس والمدرسة والمهندس والمهندسة والمحامي والمحامية وغيرها من التخصصات، حتى ترتقي بكم في سلم القدوات النافعة في هذا البلد الذي تعيشون فيه. أبنائي وبناتي، أقول لكم: تعب اليوم في مواصلة العلم راحة الغد، حينما تكونوا فاعلين في المجتمع ويكون لكم كلمة بين الناس. أما رسالتي الأخرى فهي للآباء، فأقول لهم: إن التعب الذي عانيتموه مع أبنائكم وبناتكم فيما مضى من السنين، ها أنتم بدأتم تحصدوا بعض ثمار ما زرعتم، لكن الثمر لم ينضج بعد. بقي أن نسهل لأبنائنا وبناتنا مواصلة التعليم الجامعي حتى يعودوا بالنفع عليكم أولا وعلى أنفسهم كذلك. وفي الأخير أبارك لأبنائي وبناتي الخريجين وأقول: وفقكم الله لما يحبه ويرضاه، والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
All right. Thank you, Sheikh Abdul Razak. I'm now going to give the translated part. Forgive me, I won't be as good as Google, but I will certainly try. So, Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings to you all. On behalf of the Iman Islamic Complex, I would like to welcome our honored guests from all the mosques and their board of directors, and all educators and administration officials, city officials, and members of charitable organizations. The Sheikh had 4 points to make. Number one, he wanted to emphasize that today we're celebrating the 13th year of helping and celebrating our youth. And one of the most powerful things any mosque can do is inspire and uplift our youth to enhance their knowledge. Prior graduates have achieved their goals on becoming doctors, lawyers, educators, and some are even running for office. This is because of the amazing teachers and educators. I would be remiss if I didn't put a special emphasis on all of you. You all have put in the hard work and dedication to ensure that our children are ready for the future, and one day they will make us all proud when they go on to lead their own companies, have very, very excellent careers, and lead our communities through philanthropic and political work to help build the country and make it a better place for all of us. The third point is to the graduates. Today, you close one chapter in your life, but it's only the beginning. I encourage all of you to continue your education and be a role model to all those who will graduate after you by achieving your goals through education and becoming a better person, and most importantly, staying engaged with the community that helped raise you. We want you all to be doctors, lawyers, engineers, and educators, but we also want you to make sure that every step of the way you are committed to your community. Finally, this last point is to the parents. Today, you will see the effects and results of your hard work and dedication, but recognize that this is only the beginning. We will now see a transition from our high school youth who will go on to college, and we hope that the scholarship ceremony where we distribute some awards to people will help make that transition a little easier. Finally, I congratulate all of the class of 2018. May Allah bless you and make all your goals achievable. Thank you, Sheikh, for that beautiful remark. Scholarship ceremony would not be possible without the money to fund the scholarships. So, we would like to give a special recognition to our primary sponsor for this event, Far More Pharmacy. A round of applause for all the work, Save More Pharmacy, FRD, for all the work that they've done in allowing us to continue this for the past 13 years. We would like to invite up Yazid Al-Qabyali, the member of Save More Pharmacy, to give a few remarks on behalf of our chief sponsor, Save More Pharmacy, FRD.
Assalamu alaikum, and good evening, everyone. I am honored to speak today in front of the class of 2018. Every year is a special year for the parents, students, and community as we celebrate another year of our youth graduating and preparing for the time to come. It makes me very happy to see such amazing people with so much potential finally start their path towards their future. Believe me, as time goes, you will cherish these memories and they will be worth a lot more to you than they are now. We are just here to help you graduates a push to a step forward in your journey to be successful. The class of 2018 has made everyone in this community very proud. There are parents who did not receive the same opportunities as you all did. Although it was not easy for them to graduate high school or even have such an opportunity, they are here to support and give you the future they never had. I hope all of you appreciate what you have and will have today and tomorrow. When things seem hard, do not back down, but fight harder than before to reach your dreams and make us all proud. After all, you are all our future and those whom will build us further. You might just hear words now and think they may not mean much to you today, but as you get older and wiser, you will learn that today your life is just beginning. If I can ever be helpful to any of you as you go through your life journey, please do not hesitate to reach out. I will try my best to be a resource to all of you. Congratulations on this day of achievement. May your success of today be the first of many and be granted more success on every tomorrow that you see. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2018. I cannot explain how thankful I am to see all of you today. I would like to thank everyone who contributed to this event. One being the Iman Islamic complex for going through such lengths to put this amazing evening together. Also, Dr. Sami Jabal of RD Pharmacy, who has financially contributed to this event to help encourage our 2018 graduates. go out and chase the world, class of 2018. We are all behind you. Thank you.
Thank you, Yazid, and thank you to Dr. Sami Debaja for his continuous support for this program. We have several elected officials with us today, and some folks who could not be with us. Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence of the 14th Congressional District gives you her kind regards. She's currently in Texas checking out some of these detention centers for these families. And I would be remiss if you don't talk about that today. We are here celebrating with our families, but this country is currently dealing with a moral crisis. Several families, hundreds of children, innocent children, are being ripped apart from their mothers and fathers. And I bring this up to talk about our prophetic tradition. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ was with one of his companions, and that companion took the baby chick away from its mother chicken. And the baby chick was crying. And the Prophet would ask his companion, "Where did you get this chick from?" And he told him, "I took it away from its mother." And the Prophet, peace be upon him, told his companion, "Return that chick back to its mother. Have mercy on the chick. May Allah have mercy on you." I say that to talk about our tradition is rooted in making sure we keep our families together. So I thank Congresswoman Lawrence for going down there and fighting for what's right to make sure that innocent migrant families are being ripped apart because of our broken immigration system. Thank you. And beyond that, those of you graduating understand that you have a responsibility to contribute to this great country. We have a lot more work to do to create a more perfect union. And the first way to start is to get engaged in your democracy. So while today we'll celebrate the scholarship of our days in high school, we have to continue the legacy of our Prophet, continue the legacy to build on the American ideals to create a more perfect union. So again, use this as a reminder to understand how much work we have to do and how we have to be a part of that work. I'd now like to bring up a fighter for justice. Hopefully you'll never have to be in her courtroom. She's a 31st District Court judge here in City Hall. Judge Alexis Kropp, come on up. She has a few remarks to give all of you. She's dealing with, where we're hoping that her mother-in-law is going to be okay, but she took the time off the campaign trail and from her mother-in-law to come see all of you today. So thank you, Judge Kropp, for stopping by.
Good evening. I'm Alexis Kropp. I'm the judge here in Hamtramck, and Mr. Ayash is right. Hopefully I only see you and your lawyers and fellow judges. I congratulate you on your accomplishment of completing high school and honor your parents in helping you to achieve that milestone. I hope that you will continue to bring honor and serve our community in Hamtramck. Thank you for having us too. We're excited to be here to celebrate with you. Thank you.
My favorite kind of elected officials are ones that keep it short and sweet. So thank you, Judge Kropp. We're going to take a break from hearing my voice and hearing other people's voices. We're going to go ahead and please pay attention to the projector and the screen. We're going to have a photo slideshow that honors our graduates. In the meantime, I want to remind everybody that we have about 2 weeks left to register to vote. All you high school kids graduated in 2018, which means you should be of voting age very soon. So I encourage everybody here today that you walk out of this room registered to vote and ready to engage in our democracy. In the meantime, let's watch the slideshow that honors all of our graduates. Thank you, everybody.
في صحبة حلوة ضمتنا
All right, how we feeling?
Right.
Oh, you guys sound like you're asleep. How we feeling? All right. So, I have a couple more speakers to introduce. First off, I want to introduce our main speaker for the night. He is someone who came to this country, built himself a life and career, and I think he's another example of what you all today can try to accomplish. I'd like to invite up Abdul Raqib al-Naqib. He received his MBA in healthcare and IT management, and today he's a systems analyst for Beaumont Healthcare. So, Mr. Naqib, come on up. Share your words of wisdom.
Assalamu alaikum. Honored, distinguished, and dignified guests, school staff and administration, parents, family members, graduates, family members and parents, and everyone who have been part of this extraordinary event. It's a privilege to be speaking to you this evening. I am honored and grateful. Thank you. The topic of my short speech is how to be prepared for today's jobs. To the high school graduates, today, as a result of globalization, merger, and IT revolution, jobs are hyper-connected. Jobs are being replaced by robots, algorithm, and artificial intelligence. Jobs have shifted from defined benefits, where a person is paid by their effort, to defined contribution, where a person is paid by the result that he or she produces. Therefore, today, it's not just about being college ready. In addition to your college degree, you need to be innovation ready, skills ready, and motivation ready. Innovation ready. What unique value contribution that justifies why you should be hired? Skills ready. You need to know at least the basic computers and programming skills. Motivation ready. You need to have the passion and curiosity for the job that you do. That being said, I have action items for the graduates. Number one, build a resume that's geared toward the job that interests you. Number two, create a LinkedIn account and start networking with professionals and following companies. Number three, choose a college that offers internship opportunities in your major. And finally, search for jobs and volunteering opportunities in your industry. Again, the 3 points that you need to keep in mind are innovation, skills, and motivation. Congratulations. I wish you good luck in your college endeavor, and thank you.
All right. Now I'd like to thank a few people, some guests. We have today Brother Nadeed from Al-Ikhlas. For declaring name, please stand. So Brother Nadeed from Al-Ikhlas Academy, one of the premier Islamic academies here in Michigan. Adif Huskik, he's president of the Common Word Alliance. Ahmed Hakim from Frontier International Academy. Councilperson Ian Parada. Councilperson Fidel El Marsoumi. Abdelmanek Qasim, the president of Yala and the entire Yala board. Mr. Mohammed Al-Sana'i, the president of Bridge Academy West. Sam Al-Asri, on behalf of YPAC. The board and the Imam of Masjid As-Salam. The president of the American Muslim Society, Mahdi Ali. And the board and the Imam of Masjid Al-Huda. The Imam of Masjid Al-Baqa', Dr. Adnan Abid. And the Imam and board members of Masjid ICD. We also have Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri, who will be giving some remarks a little later on. So, Treasurer Sabri. And we have Superintendent Tom Nichai, who I'm going to ask to come up. He has an exciting announcement to give us today. Mr. Nichai, please come on up. And before he gives his remarks, I wanted to give a special shout out to someone who's near and dear to my heart. He's recovering from a prolonged fight, but he's doing all right. Sheikh Saleh Al-Gahain, the president of the Iman Islamic Complex. Mr. Nichai, come on up. He has some big news for us, folks.
Thank you, Mr. Iwash. Graduating seniors from Hamtramck High School have earned $5.6 million in scholarships. And they've done it through hard work and the help of the community. I'd like to recognize everyone from the FDR Pharmacy, especially Sammy, to be doing this for the last 13 years. And just briefly, I'd also like to recognize Mr. Iwash. Mr. Iwash graduated from Hamtramck High School. I remember him very well. We walked around Veterans Park and he was getting ready for a Eid celebration planning that he was pretty much of a one-man show planned it. Went on to Michigan State, and now he's going to be elected to office, I believe, very, very shortly. So on behalf of Hamtramck Public Schools, to all the graduates, work hard. There is money out there for you. There's nothing more important than education, family, and faith. Thank you.
Thank you for that shout out, Mr. Nichai. The only way I'll be an elected official is if you all register to vote. So make sure to do that today. We do have voter registration forms going around from table to table. Again, it's one of the most powerful tools you can utilize here in this great democracy. I'd also like to give a special honor to Dr. Adnan Abid from Frontier International Academy. He's someone who's here today. And before I bring up Wayne County Treasurer Sabri, I'd like to invite up our student speaker for this year. His name is Jabal Jahain. And all right. He was a lot more popular than when I was a student speaker, so way to go, Jab. Jab went to Frontier International Academy as well, and he is a Frontier Knight. Go Knights. I'm a Cosmo through and through, though. But Jab will be going to Wayne State University in the fall, and he also wants to be a physician, so best of luck to him, and let's see what he has to say.
Assalamu alaikum. I would like to start off by thanking my parents who have raised me since the day I was born and have helped me become the person I am today. I would also like to thank Iman Islamic Complex and our community leader, Sheikh Saad Nagir Yahid, for his commitment to making this event so successful, and also Save More Pharmacy for being involved in putting together this honorable event. This event beholds a very valuable representation. It's not only an award for the students' hard work and dedication, but a motivational ceremony that will keep us on the right path. A high school diploma will open many doors of opportunities, but let's not forget, it's just the first step towards success. It's a journey that made us learn from the accomplishments we've achieved, and also leading us for further achievements. We've already shown our commitment to personal growth through graduating, but soon, inshallah, we will all experience another graduation ceremony from college. As I said before, it's just the start, so there's no need for us to stop, because us graduating shows us that everything is possible, as long as you commit yourself to it. From this day forward, let us make each decision with our best interest in mind and never allow anything to get in our way. Let us believe in ourselves so that we achieve our goals and fulfill our dreams. Let us be the best we can so that we may fill our lives and the lives of others with happiness and pride. Alhamdulillah, we've already taken the first step. Now it's the time to begin to build our future. Congratulations to the class of 2018.
All right, thank you, Jack. I'd also like to acknowledge now the Masjid, the Imam and the board of Masjid Ali, the Islamic Center of Hamtramck. So thank you all for coming today. And we are, before I invite up Wayne County Treasurer Sabri, I wanted to talk about understanding what's next for all of you, right? We are here today to recognize that, one, we value education, but I want to take a step back and look at this from an Islamic perspective. I'm going to school you right now. What was the first word that came down to Prophet Muhammad from Angel Jabal? Anyone tell me? Just say it out loud. Iqra, which means read. And this highlights that the root of our faith, the very foundation of Islam, is rooted in seeking knowledge. The first thing God sent down to Prophet Muhammad was to read. To read in the name of the Lord that created you. And that is the message that should drive our pursuit of knowledge and our pursuit of education from now until we are put to rest. So this highlights the need to be able to step up and to learn not just inside of the classroom and in the lecture halls, but to recognize that the pursuit of knowledge comes in many different facets. Understanding who your neighbors are, recognizing what type of culture that they bring, how we share our similarities and celebrate our differences, understanding your Islamic tradition. Now, I'm not suggesting that we all become muftis, but it's important to recognize that Islam is a faith rooted in knowledge. And the only way to pass the faith along to the next generation is if we're all willing to come together and learn about our faith and learn about other people. So take this opportunity to really reflect. What is next? Truthfully, graduation will be another set of yesterdays. And our pursuit should be, what are we going to do tomorrow and every day after that? So I want to highlight that point because I want you to understand that while we celebrate today, we recognize that the world's problems are vast and large. But the powerful thing about world problems is that people are the ones who cause them. And it is people that are going to be the ones to solve them. So what you have to ask yourself today is, what type of person am I going to be? What type of problem am I going to solve? What type of solution am I going to present? And that is not only rooted in living in the greatest and most powerful country in the history of the world, it's rooted in the tradition of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So take this opportunity and really reflect. As we call the students up here and get them recognized, and as you guys get recognized, understand that when you wake up tomorrow, it'll be another yesterday. And the question is, what are we going to do tomorrow and every day after that? That being said, I'd like to invite up Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri to give a few remarks. Thank you, everybody.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu Muhammadin Nabi wa alayhi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I want to thank the Iman Islamic Complex for inviting me to come and share this with you again. Also, congratulations to all the 2018 graduates. This is a big moment. This is a big achievement. I also want to say, Brother Salih, who I've known for over 40 years, I'm happy to see you here. It really makes my heart feel good that you're here tonight. My daughter, Aaliyah Sabri, was a 36th District Court judge. She was supposed to be here with us, but we went, my wife and I and my daughter went to Atlanta to celebrate my aunt's 80th birthday yesterday, and she missed her flight coming back. So she's not here, so I wanted to tell you, she's running for judge, 36th District Court. She's appointed this year, and she planned to be here, so she texted me and as we were getting back in the airport, she said, please tell him I missed my flight. I'm very sorry I didn't make it, and I have to make it up to him another time. So she wanted to say that. Now, I would like to say I'm honored to be your treasurer. It's a very trusted position. I have to keep track of the money of the county, all 43 cities and townships. But I want to say a few things to the graduates. It's very, very important to listen. Today, you're going to get a lot of praise from people, including your parents, who did a great job. And you got to remember, your parents do know more than you do. Don't forget that your parents do know more than you. Because a lot of times, when you get to be teenagers, you think you know more than your parents. But they did a lot. They sacrificed a lot for you to be here and to achieve what you did. So you're going to get a lot of praise today in the next few weeks. But remember, there are a lot of people who really are going to try to bring you down in life. And then this is something you have to pay attention to. And this is important because the reason I'm saying this is that it's important that you study and learn and study and learn the religion. You learn Islam. You have to learn, you have to study that first and foremost. Because if you don't, then a lot of things can come your way. People can trick you and take all of the achievements that you've made and just take them away from you. You'll lose everything that you were able to obtain because you didn't keep Allah close to you. You didn't understand when the shaitan comes, you didn't understand what it's all about. This is very important because people in this society, they bring you drugs, alcohol, sex without marriage. All of these things are coming your way. All of these things are coming your way. You have to be able to combat that, stay focused on the job of what you want to do. You have to have a plan, a goal, of what you want to achieve. Decide how far do I want to go? How far do I want to reach in this goal? Then you have to have some discipline. You have to have some dedication. And you have to have a good attitude. And a good attitude is that you have to be able to accept criticism. You have to be able to accept criticism. And you also have to believe in yourself. So congratulations to you. May Allah continue to bless you and set an example for those who are coming after you. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Treasurer Sobri. I'd now like to give special recognition to students who are in the same positions that you were in, or were in the same positions that you are in today, and they went on to do some extraordinary things. The leadership of the Hamtramck Youth Leadership Association. If you guys can please stand, the folks from HYLA, Hamtramck Youth Leadership Association. So we got some folks in the back, and they're the ones who helped set up this program. They have committed themselves to giving back to their communities. Just like you, they went on to university or they went on to the workforce, and they decided to dedicate, it was just a short time ago, some of them as early as 2 years ago, They just graduated and now they're here committing themselves to serve our community. And they extend the opportunity to every single person here today, male and female. And it's an organization that was created by students to create opportunities to help serve the community through volunteering opportunities and workshops. If you want to know more about them, we have some folks in the back that will be more than happy to answer some questions. And then we're going to play a quick video, but before we do that, I just wanted to share some of my personal reflections as someone who went through high school and university. Number one, I think it's important to recognize the power of discipline. You have to really understand that anytime you want to achieve success, you got to recognize that there has to be structure. You know, my dad, God bless him, he came into this country seeking opportunity, and he's been working for 45 years now. And he always used to tell me, Ibrahim, I don't want you to focus on finding a job, I want you to focus on seeking educational opportunities. And the one thing he taught me is you can't do anything unless you execute a plan, and if you have it in mind every time you do something. So, college students, you're going to finish school over the summer. I highly recommend that you keep to a schedule. I know that sounds pretty basic, but recognize that if you can't tell me what time you went to sleep last Wednesday, what time you woke up last Monday, there's a problem. Because having structure in your day-to-day life helps you understand the power of time and how you can utilize it. Right? We are always running out of time. And there's one thing we can never take back or get more of is time. So that piece of advice is probably the most important. Recognize that you have to have discipline, understand when to say no and when to say yes, and understand that you should be able to know when you wake up, what time you eat, what time you go to bed. And subhanAllah, our faith tradition already has that in place. We have daily prayers. So work your daily schedules around your daily prayers. If you're praying Dhuhr at 4 o'clock and Asr at 7 o'clock, that kind of shows us that you need to do a little bit more work in terms of building your personal schedule. So take advantage of the ni'mah we have as being Muslims and to build that schedule and that discipline in our day-to-day lives. The second thing I would recommend is understand that you're not going to have all the answers. When I went into MSU, I thought I was going to be an international relations major. And then I told myself I wanted to be an engineer. So I studied applied engineering. And then I went on and I had the opportunity to travel around the world. Went to places like Turkey, Northern Canada, France, Germany, and I was able to kind of get another perspective on life. And I ended up finishing with a degree in political theory and constitutional democracy, a minor in Muslim studies, and a pre-medical background. I was intending to go to medical school, and then life takes its course, and subhanAllah, now I'm running for office, right? And I say that to bring up this point. I did not know 2 years ago what I was going to be doing. I thought I did, and I had no idea that I'd be running for the state senate. I had no idea I was going to go to medical school. But you kind of have to take life in strides and recognize that things will go right 27% of the time. The rest of it is organized chaos. And you have to be able to understand that you got to weather the storm. Things will come unexpectedly. My brother got sick. I had to drop out of school for a semester, take care of him. And these are the things that folks have to deal with. Now, my story is much like most of you. My mom was an illiterate homemaker, and in one generation, because of education, I'm able to stand here before you and say what I'm saying today because of education. So take this as an opportunity to, again, reflect. We just finished Ramadan, a month whose root is based in reflection. What can I do better from one Ramadan to the next to enhance my life, to be a better Muslim, to be a better person? So I'll close with this statement. We're going to go ahead and play the video, and then we're going to set up for the scholarship ceremony, and we'll go from there. Assalamu alaikum. Sadiq, if you can roll the tape.
you have. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. That dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. That some of you already know that it's hard. It's not easy. It's hard changing your life. That in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself and say, God, why is this happening to me? I'm just trying to take care of my children and my mother. I'm not trying to steal or rob from anybody. Why does this have to happen to me? For those of you that have experienced some hardships, don't give up on your dream. There are rough times that want to come, but they have not come to stay. They have come to pass.
Greatness is not this wonderful, esoteric, elusive, God-like feature that only the special among us will ever taste. It's something that truly exists in all of us.
It's very important for you to believe that you are the one. Most people, they raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves. That a lot of people like to complain, but they don't want to do anything about their situation. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? These are not risk takers.
You spend so much time with other people. You spend so much time trying to get people to like you. You know other people more than you know yourself. You study them. You know about them. You want to hang out like them. You want to be just like them. And you know what? You've invested so much time with them, you don't know who you are. I challenge you to spend time by yourself.
It's necessary that you get the losers out of your life if you want to live your dream. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning.
When you become the right person, what you do is you start separating yourself from other people. You begin to have a certain uniqueness. As long as you're following other people, as long as you're being a copycat, you will never ever be the best copycat in the world. But you will be the best you can be. I'm telling you to define your value.
That everybody won't see it. That everybody won't join you. That everybody won't have the vision. It's necessary to know that you are an uncommon breed. It's necessary that you align yourself with people that attract people into your business who are hungry, people who are unstoppable and unreasonable, people who are refusing to lead life just as it is and who want more. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them.
If you want to be more successful, if you want to have and do stuff you ain't never done before, number two, I'm asking you to invest in you. To invest in you.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. That you don't have to go through life being a victim. And even though you face disappointments, you have to know within yourself that I can do this. Even if no one else sees it for me, I must see it for myself.
This is what I believe, and I'm willing to die for it. Period.
No matter how bad it is, or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it.
I want to represent an idea. I want to represent possibilities.
And some of you right now, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you want to go to the next level. I want to counsel, you know, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor. Listen to me, you can't get to that level. You can't get to the level economically where you want to be until you start investing in your mind. You're not reading books. I'm challenging y'all to go to college. I'm giving you the best time. I'm giving you to be alone. I'm giving you to spend an hour getting to know yourself. When you become who you are, when you become the person that you were created to be, designed to be who you were designed to be, when you become an individual, what you do is you take yourself and you start separating yourself from other people. I tell you to get to a place where people don't like you, don't even bother you no more. Why? Because you're not concerned with trying to make them happy, because you're trying to grow up. You're trying to get to the next level. I need you to invest in your mind. Invest in your mind. You still talk about your dream, and you still talk about your goal, but you have not done anything. Just take the first step.
That you can make your parents proud, you can make your school proud, you can touch millions of people's lives, and the world will never be the same again because you came this way. Don't let nobody steal your dream. After we face a rejection and a no, or we have a meeting and no one shows up, or somebody says, you can count on me, and they don't come through. What if we have that kind of attitude because we possess? Nobody believes in you. You lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream. We're doing it every day and saying to yourself, it's not over until I win.
So you heard two voices in that video. Denzel Washington, who's a famous actor, and then Eric Thomas. I actually got to meet Eric Thomas during my time at MSU. He actually works for the university now. And his story was quite remarkable. Eric Thomas dropped out of high school. He was born to a single teenage mom. And he always told me it took him 12 years to finish his bachelor's degree. Think about that. The entire time it took you to go from 1st to 12th grade, it took him to finish a bachelor's degree. And today, he's a world-renowned motivational speaker. He was able to go to Michigan State, and he studied postgraduate studies there. And now he works for the MSU football team. He works for a couple departments in the university, and he travels all around the world and is a motivational speaker. So, when you think you're counted out and it's over, remember the stories of Eric Thomas, who took, as long as it took you to get through as long as it took you to graduate high school, it took him to get a single degree. So never count yourself out, no matter how impossible the odds might be. I'd also like to now acknowledge two folks in the room. Jabal from Whitepack as well, he's here today. And then a candidate for state representative, Rico Razzo. To be clear, he's running for state rep. I'm running for state senate. Two different chambers. No confusion. Majlis al-Shuyukh, Majlis al-Nuwab. We're good. Okay. All right, now we're going to start the scholarship ceremony. We're going to bring the table up and we're going to call people up. We ask that you come up through these stairs and you walk this way, and then you kind of loop around back towards the exit. So, we're going to have this table set up. Again, please walk up through these stairs, come in, loop yourself around, and walk out that same door. Thank you. Leading the scholarship ceremony will be Ismail Ghazali, Anwar, and Mansour Al-Gahim. Again, I'm going to give you a quick demonstration about how we intend to do this. I'll go ahead and move the podium. All right, I hope you can hear me. I wish I was getting some scholarship money, but not going to happen today. You walk up, you go ahead and take your award, make your way across through the podium, go around here. I'll kind of just cheat real quick. And then make your way down to the stairs.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. On behalf of the Iman Islamic Complex, again, I would like to welcome everybody in attendance, and also would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2018. great accomplishment. Today we will celebrate your accomplishment. Actually, graduation is a very, very big thing. You guys are very lucky. Every year for the past 13 years, the Iman Islamic complex and sponsorship with Save More Pharmacy, Dr. Sami Debaja, awards up to 12 or 15 scholarships to those deservingly so. Actually, when I graduated, there was no such a thing. And you guys want to know, it's been so long. Rotary phones, they were in existence. If you guys don't know, look it up. Before we start, first of all, I would like to welcome to the stage the following. On behalf of Iman Islamic Complex, Sheikh Saleh Al-Jahaim, if he's able to. Okay, no problem. Then Sheikh Abdul Razak Al-Sayyid, Ustad Abdul Khaliq Al-Zandani, Ustad Nabil Al-Hajr, and Sulaiman. And on behalf of Save More Pharmacy, the main sponsor, Yazid Al-Qabyari. Okay, first of all, we will announce the participants. Then at the end, we will award the winners. Okay, the first one is Sarah Al-Sha'abi. Rabda Hawker. Afaf Ali. Shayma Al-Jahaim. رقية أمين الجهيم. سارة الجهيم. خولة الصنعاني. رقية البعداني. صبورة الدعمي. عائشة مسمري. عائشة الزوقري. بسمة السبيلي. تسنيم النقيب. تسنيم عبيد. مها فاضل. سمية صالح. سوادة بيغم. إيمان فاضل جاسم. هاجة المريسي. منى الحالمي. وداد معزز. حياة المرسومي. سبيلة علي. زيما الشوذري. آوا كون. أسيتا دومبيا. طيبة أودي.
فرحة عمة قلبي ما نسى فرحة عمة قلبي ما نسى
مكة بيتروس. نسيم الصنعاني. حنين الشاي. لاكي بيدون. الخطاب نبيل الهيجي. عبد الرحمن الخطيب. عماد عيسى. MD ددار بكر. مهيمن حسن. إبراهيم البعداني.
تفرح الرؤيا وتغني تفخر بالناجحين ألف مبروك نهني يا حصان.
عبد الله بابور. أمدول أوجان. عبد الجليل وهيب. عبدول هادي. فامد أحمد. إسماعيل ناجي. خليل فاضل. حسين الجهيل.
حسين هذا.
MD علي جمال. متين بيكم. عبدور الرحمن. عفاف علي. مهتسم مالك. جابر أخطر. مقداد بن حفيظ. Now we will announce the scholarship award recipient. سلسبيل الجهيل. سارة الزنداني. نجاة ناجي. الرفاعي. منى القادري. مرايا أحمد. أصالة السلمي. أروى الميسري. حكيمة المسمري. سارة الجهيني. جهم الجهيني. فاينلي حسن الجهيني. إبراهيم. Thank you all for coming. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. And finally, dinner will be served in a few minutes, and Ibrahim will have a few words left.
All right, if I can get everyone's attention, can you cut the music, please? I have an exciting announcement. Everyone can hear me out. Please focus on this one. So this year, the state of Michigan now gives people a seal of bilingual literacy on their diplomas. And I was just informed that in this entire state, 17 people received that seal, and 14 of those people were from this community in Hamtramck. So just think about how impactful that is. 14 of the 17 kids across the state who got the seal of literacy are from Hamtramck. And I'd also like to thank a couple folks coming who came here today. Hisham and Yathri and the Hamtramck Warriors. It's a pivotal youth organization. And Hamtramck Board of Education Vice President Evan Major. Thank you for coming. And I want to give a special recognition for the woman on the stage, Ustada Ismail. Pardon. She's been someone who's been pivotal in this community and has committed her time. Despite moving to Dearborn, she still comes here and dedicates her efforts to Hamtramck and Detroit. So thank you so much. And she's a part of the Iman Islamic Complex Weekend School. She's the principal there. So thank you for your service. Enjoy the food, everybody. I want to let's give a round of applause for all the volunteers who made this event happen. Muath and the medical Jabal crew for providing the food. Round of applause for them. And this concludes the 13th annual Iman Islamic Complex Scholarship Ceremony. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
يوم حبك والأمل يبدأ ويكبر بعد ما زال الكفاح الفرح فينا تذكر يوم حققنا النجاح والأمل يبدأ ويكبر بعد ما زال الكفاح يا كنا حين الصدر